Well, hi. Thank you for coming to sit with us today. What's your name?
Aaron.
Samuel Aaron.
What's your last name? Nick.
My name is Samuel E. Elmore McDaniel.
Terry Lynn English Trotter.
My name is Donald T. McDaniel.
My full name is Sabrina Garnetta Touchstone.
Dane Brinkley. Dane Tom Brinkley.
Okay.
Nyla Daviana Brinkley.
Natasha Danielle McDaniel.
My full name is Brianna Janae Anderson.
My full name is Brashad Lydell Anderson.
Tanya Renee McDaniel Isabel.
Chase Javon Isabel.
Okay. And are you named after anyone in the family?
Yes, I am. My father's name was Sam McDaniel, and his father's name was Sam McDaniel.
No, but I am named after Miss USA 1959.
Okay. After anyone in the family?
Yeah, Alfred Witcher.
Okay.
Alfred's middle name was Thornton, and that's what that T is for.
Okay.
I have, my middle name is by my cousin that I never got to meet. I'm Family's daughter, Garnetta. I think she died while doing childbirth, and so I feel special that my name is after her. And also, I was told my first name was my Uncle Donald's idea from the movie Sabrina.
Awesome. Parent or anything like that?
Not that I know of. No, I don't think so.
I think inadvertently my middle name is kind of like Donald, so Danielle.
Mm-hmm.
Most people are Danielle.
And that's after your dad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, awesome.
We're named after each other. B-R-Y-A-N-A, B-R-Y-S-H-O-D.
Okay.
Our first name Freud, and my middle name I'm named after my dad, Tracy Lydell Anderson, and his first cousin Ernest Lydell.
Clemens.
Clemens.
Mhm.
Sorry.
I'm Donald McDaniel's daughter, but I'm not named after anyone in the family. No.
What's your middle name again?
Renee.
Renee, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's Sierra Lynn. She's named after my sister.
Jabba, how old are you? Oh my goodness. Okay. And when is your birthday?
Yeah. May 4th. I am a Taurus.
Okay.
January 23rd, 1959.
Okay. Awesome.
April 26, 1957.
Okay.
No, I was kidding.
Okay. Hey.
1943.
I don't have no shame. My birthday is December 31st, 1956. I was in time for the tax write-off.
Okay.
December 29th, 2013. March 13th, 2011.
November 28th, 1980.
Mine is March 20th, 1997.
Mine is March 27th, 2002.
12/26/63.
May 28th, 1989.
November 13th, 2000.
Okay. And where are you from? Where were you born?
I was born in Gillum, West Virginia.
Okay.
I was born in Gillum, West Virginia.
Here, Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
Are you brown, McDaniel? Which one was your?
I am a mixture of McDaniel and Witcher. We all come from that little cold town of Gillum, and since we had to intermarry, we all came connected from there.
Bluefield, West Virginia.
Bluefield, West Virginia. And how are you linked to the BMW family? What's your?
Okay, so my grandmother, who is Cora, she's a Witcher, and my grandfather, who is Sam, he's a McDaniel.
I have two lakes. The McDaniel and the Witcher part of it.
All right. And where were you born?
I was born in Bluefield, West Virginia.
And how are you linked to the BMW family?
So, my mother's maiden name is McDaniel, and her mother's maiden name is Witcher. through my grandmother. My
What
grandparents.
are your grandparents' names?
My grandmother was Cora McDaniel, and her husband was, I don't know his real name. They all had nicknames. Nappy McDaniel. And Sam. Yeah, Sam, sorry.
Born.
Columbus, Ohio.
Columbus, Ohio.
Everybody's from the CO. Awesome. Okay, awesome. And how are you guys linked to the BMW family?
Our grandmother was Rosemary McDaniel Anderson, who was one of the first to start our family reunions that we do now. And her, her parents being Sam McDaniel and Cora Witcher is where we are linked to the McDaniel Witcher family.
Our grandpa is Donald McDaniel. Our grandpa is Donald McDaniel.
Okay.
My father, Donald McDaniel. His mother was Cora Witcher. His father was Sam McDaniel. Grandparents were Tom Witcher and Nellie Witcher. And paternal grandparents were Jenny McDaniel and Sam McDaniel.
I was born here in Columbus, Ohio.
Yep, East Columbus.
I'm Donald McDaniel's oldest daughter. And this is my son, Chase. And I have a daughter, Sierra, who's unfortunately not with us. She passed away when she was 16 from muscular dystrophy. But if she was here today, she would be 34. And this is my son, Chase, and this is his daughter, Kamaya.
Awesome. So the McDaniels will be the link to the BMW. And then Witcher, when your grandmother's Cora, I think was what you said.
Cora McDaniel. I can piggyback off of what my sister Tasha was saying, who the grandparents are and the great-grandparents are. So it would be Cora Witcher and Sam McDaniel.
Okay, awesome. Okay, and so talking about Gillum and where you come from, what special memories would you like to share about the family or anything you would like to share in general with us?
One of the my favorite stories is going back, talking about Gillum. Is as a child in the wintertime, we would have sleigh rides. And at the bottom of the hill, we would have old tires we would set on fire, and we would camp out down there and warm ourselves up and stay out there till late at night. And I think that helped bond the McDaniels, the Browns, and the Witchers. So those were some of the fun games as children.
Okay, nice.
Special memory would be me going to Gillum in the summertime when I was younger.
Okay. And so Gillum is where other family members lived, or that's from where your parents were from, and so you guys would just go back and visit. Why did you guys go back to Gillum?
That's where the McDaniels, the Browns, and the Richards lived.
Okay. Awesome.
With my papa, he likes to help me with my art a lot, which is a good experience for, especially when I'm growing up and having to figure out what I want to do.
Okay, awesome. What would you like to share about the family? Like, do you like when all the family comes over to your grandparents' house and gets together and gets to do fun things?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine is for the family. Families are fond memories for me growing up and knowing my cousins. And I made it a thing to know my family. And I wish Aaron was here. Because he says, you always get in everybody's business, but you help keep us linked to know who's related to who, how we're related. We're all together.
Awesome. And who's that right there with you? Daddy. That's Daddy. Okay, is Daddy like family, like mommy and Daddy and your sister? Daddy's family? Yes, he's family. You want to share anything else?
Okay, you ready? Samuel, you are what?
You are special. You sure are.
And you're not what?
You're not ordinary.
Right.
I love that. That is so awesome. Do you say that every day?
And these your affirmations, right?
Good job. So now in 2022, here we are. You're here in Columbus. A lot of the family that was in West Virginia is also here in Columbus as well. We're having our reunion here. What message would you like to share with any family members that have traveled far, near, wherever? What message would you like to give about family or anything in general? What would you give any advice or anything to the family?
My message to the family would to be, enjoy yourself. It's later than you think. As a family, I think some of these things is giving us opportunity to come together so that we could share and be more collective and self-sufficient with the things that we're looking for, and not being afraid to pass it on to the younger people. I just want to say that, I've been the pushy guy, and when I talk about my dream, I see these younger folks taking it over, and I'm super excited about it. And in whatever way I can to help grow the family, I'm the support number one.
Okay, so in 2010, I went to a doctor. 2 doctors said I had cancer. And then I went to a specialist. He said maybe, but God said no. So that's my advice to you is keep God in your life, put God first in everything you do. And if you are, I was told when I thought I had cancer to say, by his stripes I am healed. And I said that, I know, at least 1,000,000 times. And the doctor said, after my surgery, he said, no, you didn't have cancer. So God said no.
Awesome. So keep God in your life, and He'll direct your path and give you any type of guidance or strength that you need. Awesome. Okay, last thing. Your mom, which you can say her name just so people know who she is, who's watching, played a big role in family reunions and keeping people together. Would you like to share anything that you feel like she wanted to accomplish, or anything that you want to share?
Okay, well, my mom's name is Rosemary McDaniel Anderson, and she actually, we had to give credit to Frances Johnson. Well, she was a McDaniel, and she the one said we need to have a family reunion. Okay, so my mom, your grandmother Virginia, and the rest, Sam Donald, and whoever else, took it upon themselves in the 70s, and that's when they started the first family reunion. Okay, so, and you asked me about my mom, I'm sorry. You know, my mom was everywhere, right? And she made sure, she was one of them to make sure everything got done. Okay.
Awesome.
I have a lot of special memories. I like going to West Virginia every summer and visiting with all our cousins, and we playing in the dirt and having a good time, and there wasn't cell phones and all that around. We just had clean fun, listening to music and eating raw apples and tomatoes and putting salt on it, and it was just a fun time to visit with your family. And if you wanted to go to the store, you had to walk for about 15 minutes to get to the store and then come back.
What special memories would you like to share about either there or moving here? How did you guys get to Ohio? Whatever memory you like.
Well, we got to Ohio because of lack of employment in Gillum.
Okay.
And my special memories was that each time that a family member met me, they always had a big smile. That way they didn't have to tell me they loved me. I knew by the smile on their face. Well, keep your head up and keep on pushing.
Okay.
Push in the right direction.
Those are all good messages. Did you have any part in helping out with because I was talking to Terry, and you knew that Rosemary and Virginia had a part in the reunion, but she also mentioned you guys. Do you want to share anything about how you guys kind of started?
Well, we had the first reunion in my yard in Southfield.
Oh.
The first reunion.
Okay. And when was that? You know what year that was?
No.
Okay. That's interesting. I never knew that.
Yeah.
To keep God first, keep family first, we need to not take anything for granted. We need to reach out. If it's not anything but a text message, we don't have to send cards anymore. We can send electronic. But if you don't do electronic, we can still do it old-fashioned with stamps, just to let people know that they are thought about, because sometimes we get so busy we forget about family. So, family, I love you.
And then the last question that I have is, what message or advice would you like to give the family in 2022? Any special advice or anything?
Always be yourself.
Always be yourself. I love that. Okay. Natasha?
Keep family first. Know where you came from, and that way you know where you're going, and not to repeat past history mistakes. I think that that's something we're experiencing now, is that our history is being taken out of books, taken out of social media, and we're being denied that. And if we keep together and have these sessions, then we'll know where we came from.
Well, thank you guys. That's all I have. That's
Thank
great.
you.
Thank you.
My special memory would be working with my grandma to create that like family lineage book for the family reunion. Cause like every day she would just be going through books and like we'd be scanning things off the printer and like I'll be showing her how to use the printer. So that would probably be like my favorite like family memory. The advice that I would like to give is just move with love. Like when you move with love, everything that comes from that is of love. So.
A memory that I have that I love and I cherish is just listening to my grandmother, like she talked about, compiling our history. So just listening to stories and the way they grew up and how they came so far, how Sam and Donald came so far from Gillum, West Virginia to where they are now. And I would say love everybody now. Give them their flowers while they're here, because they're not always going to be here.
What special memories would you like to share with the family about any family experiences, and then what advice or message would you like to share with the family as well?
Good memories is one we just had was Rosemary's birthday party at the cookout. That was really good. And then when we had that family reunion, I think it was in West Virginia. And that's just because everybody seemed to be there. Myers and Dinners and the Richards. So I think those were two good events that I like. And then advice for the family is just always stay together. You know, all for one, one for all. Look out for each other and just be there for each other.
And for you, any special memories that you would like to share, and then any advice or message you would like to share with the family?
Oh, so many special memories, but I can definitely say the family gatherings at my dad's, and everybody just here telling jokes and stories and wisdom, sharing wisdom, just having a good time with the family, you know, at the family gatherings, you know, at dad's house. And this goes way back in when I was a kid, you know, his house was the go-to house for family gatherings, and that was just so much fun for the kids and adults as well. Just really a good time, just love, you know, just love. And the advice I would give is just to stay, you know, connected. You know, we need to stay connected as a family and show our love to one another, whether it be a phone call or, you know, just a smile or just, you know, checking in with the family, just making sure they're doing okay. You know, and just staying connected.
Okay, awesome. And if you want to share a memory or advice, any special message to the family? Stick together. All right, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much.
And Tamaya is a dancer. She's on her way to being a very, you know, what do you want to call it, extraordinary dancer. She just got back from Paris. And she had that experience about a couple of weeks ago, and you know, and it took family effort to help get her there, you know, with donations and everything. And that's how we all stay connected, is by showing our love. It ain't always got to be, you know, just, it could be monetarily too, you know, how we show our love and getting her, making sure she gets the Paris. She had a really great experience there.
Awesome.